Welcome to a guided meditation for recovering from abuse. This is a very sensitive topic. This meditation should be for adults only. Please find a quiet place to lie down or sit. You may watch the images on the screen if it helps you to relax, or you may find that closing your eyes will allow you to go even deeper. This is a very heavy topic. When I talk about abuse, it could be abuse from childhood, and it also could be abuse as an adult. Whether or not you experienced that abuse in childhood or as an adult, the experiences will vary, but the outcome is the same. This meditation is going to be a general meditation for suffering any sort of abuse, either as a child or an adult. We shall begin. Please allow yourself to breathe deeply. You're going to inhale, breathing in relaxation, and exhale, releasing any negativity or stress you've been feeling. And whatever thoughts you had during the day, whatever stresses, whatever complications you encountered, I want you to just find that every time your mind wants to travel to that thought of the bank or the grocery store that you need to go to or that errand you forgot to run, I want you to allow every thought that slips into your mind that's not my voice to just allow you to relax even deeper. And I want you to notice now as you're breathing, inhaling all the positive, exhaling, letting all the stress go. You're going to find your muscles are starting to relax. You're going to find your neck becomes a little more relaxed and limp. And your breath becomes a bit deeper. You might even notice that it's slowing down. This time is just for you. For someone that's experienced abuse, taking time for themselves is the last thing that they do. In fact, it is likely that you feel guilty when you take time for yourself. Even right now, as you're laying here, your mind is trying to slip into thoughts of what you should be doing for others. And what I'll tell you is this. This time is for you. You deserve this. The reason why people that have suffered abuse oftentimes feel guilty or don't even allow themselves to have any time for them is because of a lack of boundaries. This lack of boundaries is very common with anyone that's ever suffered abuse, especially in childhood. As a child, we need to learn boundaries. We need to learn self-worth, and we need to know that we are valuable as human beings. When that doesn't occur, it can oftentimes be the predictor of abuse in adulthood as well. Maybe you had a great childhood and you entered into an abusive relationship as an adult. That happens. But it's always about boundaries. It's about letting the boundaries down. There's an old saying that when someone shows you who they are or tells you who they are, believe them. Judge people by their actions and not their words. And when someone does something to hurt you and then immediately apologizes, take that as a red flag. You can't control other people, but you can control yourself. You can make strong boundaries for yourself. It's okay to draw a line in the sand and say, this isn't okay with me. If someone crosses that line, that means they don't really value you or your feelings, and that's not okay. The people you want to have in your life are people that will honor your boundaries. You shouldn't even have to draw a line in the sand. They should just have a good idea of how to honor people's boundaries and not push them. One of the triggers for people that have suffered abuse is they are guilted in or made to feel bad for not doing for others. And while we might do things for our boss because they pay us, or we might do things for our children, of course, because we are caretakers for them. We might even be there for a friend, as long as it's reciprocal, meaning that even friendships shouldn't overstep boundaries. When you find in a relationship, either at work, romantically, or through friendships, a relationship that they are constantly asking for or taking from you, but rarely can you imagine a moment when they've ever given anything or offered to help you in some way. This is a common thing for people that suffer abuse. Oftentimes they're exhausted emotionally and physically, and you're probably exhausted right now, feeling depleted, not just physically tired, but emotionally tired, mentally tired, and you wonder, when is someone going to actually be nice to me? You do so much for everyone around you, tirelessly, and you don't even ask for a thank you. But when it's not reciprocated, it can really hurt. So what I'm going to tell you is this: you are allowed to value yourself and put yourself first. That's a foreign concept to you, but you know it's true. It might not be something you learned as a child. It might not even be something you learned as an adult, but you're going to learn it right now. Because you are worthy of being loved. You are worthy of being cherished. And you're worthy of someone doing something nice for you. It's wonderful that you have a beautiful heart and that you want to do so much for others. But each of us has to take responsibility for our own self-care. And if you find yourself in your daily routine not having time for that self-care, whether it be a walk or a little bit of gardening or a nice bath at the end of the day, or perhaps just cuddling up with a good book or listening to a meditation, if you don't find yourself with that time, and if you were to take that time, you would be made to feel bad about it, it's time for a change. If you go to work and your boss comes in 5 minutes before you're leaving for the day and dumps a pile of paperwork on your desk or tells you you have to make 15 calls with no concern for the fact that you have things to do, people to pick up, errands to run, that you have to go, that's a reason to be concerned. If you're in a relationship with someone that you always go above and beyond, but you can't even get them to do the slightest thing for you, you gotta be concerned. Another way to look at it is if you're in a relationship with someone that, again, like your friendship, might always want to take and take and take, but never give. You shouldn't have to ask for it. If they're not offering, it's a reason to be concerned. Yes, you are going to miss them if they go. Yes, you are going to lose friendships if you stop giving so much and doing so much for others. You may even have to go find another job if you're with a boss that's mistreating you. But you know, deep down in your heart, you deserve something better. Start practicing strong boundaries. Every day, find a little bit of time for self-care. And that's okay if people get upset about it, because they're used to you doing everything and never taking care of you. It's going to take an adjustment period, not just for you, but for them. Every day I want you to just do one thing for yourself. And I want you to very calmly, in a very loving mood, to explain to the people around you that you care about that this is your time and you understand that they need you, but it'll have to wait. Eventually they'll get used to it. And guess what? If they don't, well, unless they're your children, it's time for them to go. You know, our children are going to always push those buttons, but it's important that you also teach your children good boundaries, and you're not modeling good boundaries if you allow your children to run all over you and take every second of your day so that you literally can't put a brush through your hair. You need to put yourself first, and by doing so, you are going to model for your children the boundaries that you may or may not have learned as a kid. You're going to show them that it's okay to say, hey, this is my time, okay? I love you, but this is my time. Start to practice that every day with your children. Start to practice it with your boss. Start to practice it with your friendships and your loved ones. You're going to get a lot of flack. People are going to be upset. But I'll tell you what, it's now or never. Do you want to live your life happy? Do you want to live your life feeling loved and needed? Or do you want to feel that you're sitting in a position of your life where you're constantly taken advantage of, you're constantly being mistreated, maybe even ignored? Your wishes and your views and your needs are always secondary. If you don't want that anymore, you've got to make a change. Every day, start to observe your relationships. Every day, demand that you have self-care. Understandably, as parents, we don't always have everyday self-care activities. That's understandable. So if you're driving around to soccer all week and racing to work and picking the kids up and making dinner, allow yourself one day a week where you say, Mom's off duty. Maybe it's a Sunday, maybe it's a Saturday. Just for a few hours, Mom's off duty every Saturday. And I don't care if you have nowhere to go, get in your car and drive. Put on some music you like. Take a drive, take a walk, go to a park. If you have a dog, take your dog. If the kids say, Mom, we don't have anything for dinner. Mom, you need to do this. Mom, you need to do that. No, this is Mom's time off. Tell them well in advance and stick to it. Every week at that time, it's Mom's time. Maybe it's your favorite reality TV show that you binge watch. Whatever. That's your time, and they're not allowed to interrupt it. As much as we love our children, we have to teach them good boundaries. As much as we love our partners, our husbands, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, we have to teach them good boundaries, and it starts with us. I want you to really take these next few minutes to think about different things you can do in your life to make those changes. And while you do it, I want you to be very aware of your breath. And when you start to feel tense or you start to feel nervous, I want you to come right back to your breath. And I want you to inhale all the positivity. And I want you to exhale the negativity. hope you've taken this bit of self-care time for yourself. Hopefully you've relaxed. And now you're going to just become a little bit more aware of your breath and your surroundings. I want to give you a few affirmations to take to heart, and I want you to say it after me. I am breaking free from my past. I accept my past experiences. I am at peace with my past. I forgive myself for making mistakes. I am worthy. I am allowed to take care of me. I am strong because of everything I've gone through. I'm ready to move forward and claim healthy boundaries with the people I love and the people that I'm around. I am free from my past. I hope this meditation has helped you. I would strongly encourage you to do it when you're feeling like you're not practicing enough self-care. And remember, every day, do something kind for you. It's so important, and you're worth it.